All right, y'all, we are back at school. I have student writing on the board, and I'm going to tell you how I started my building thinking classrooms today. Today we're on day 2, and so as you can see, I have student writing up here. I'm going to let you see what I did, where you can get it, and how I taught the lesson. All right, so each group had a unique picture on the board. This happens to be my group 2. You can see where I got it, thecurriculumcorner.com, and it was a free printable, and it came with a lot of different pictures. So go grab your free, subscribe to their website and grab your free printables. And then I had the different groups and what they wrote for the responses. So the assignment was to write one sentence explaining what is going on in the picture. It could not be obvious. Obviously stated it could not. And it had to be plausible. And so what they did is they wrote a sentence. We did a minute and a half on the board. Then we rotated around. And then went to the next board with the next picture. And so you can see what they did. And then I would pick the winner. Like the top one says, Samantha is not good at math and is having trouble trying to calculate her bill this month. All right. And so I thought that that was a pretty good one. But you can see the other responses that the students put. So this was the first activity that we did at the board. And we're going to do this again with the more pictures. My thing was going off for announcements. And so you can see what they put, and I literally picked the best winner. And then we went on to the next board. And so we had this picture from the same place. And then you can see some of the responses. You know, Keisha was helping build a school in South Sudan, Africa as part of a mission trip. I thought that was pretty good. This one was building a community shed. And so you can see what their responses were. The point of this activity is really to get them working in their groups, understand the roles, let whoever has the marker, they're not thinking, they're being told. If they have a thought, they have to hand it off. It really was just about establishing procedures, get their brain thinking, and get them to think outside the box. Like, you really need to think outside the box to be able to write creatively, and so it's all about getting points for the star. So this is the first task I did, and I do have more pictures. So now that they kind of understand the assignment, we're going to do it again. So tomorrow we're doing our one word where they have the word like angry, mad, sad, glad. If you need those printables, they're up in the link in my bio under classroom printable resources. And that's what we're doing tomorrow, where they write one sentence explaining and showing me that the kid is angry without telling me, or using synonyms for angry. This is all about developing their writing and their thinking. So follow me for more teacher tips. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also going a little more in depth there as well.